Good morning friends and welcome to the Sharekhan's pre-market action. Yesterday we saw the US markets closing on a negative note. Dow was down by around 0.5% and Nasdaq was also down by around somewhere around 0.4% in yesterday's trade. And now the focus in the US markets shifts to the earnings, and probably people are actually waiting for the guidance going ahead for the next year by the companies declaring the results for the last quarter. So focus is now on the earnings as far as the US markets are concerned. The European markets closed on a positive note, and the Asian markets currently are also trading on a positive note. Nikkei and Shanghai are up by around 1% or up in the morning's trade. So probably we might open a little bit positive in today's morning trade. However, going ahead, we have to wait and watch as to how the markets pan out. We will be watching as to the earnings going ahead also in the Indian markets. As far as the flows are concerned, yesterday we saw that the Daiichi had exited its stake in Sun Pharma, and that was an outflow of around 20,000 crores by Daiichi. And overall also the FIs, if you look at the net value, it was at 17,488 crores. Out of that, 20,000 crores was a selling figure by Daiichi. So probably the net sellers also by the FIs in yesterday's trade in the cash market. The BIs are positive, between around 1,364 crores in the cash market as a provision figure. Going ahead, we have to wait and watch as to how the overall positions pan out as per the derivative point of view, because the expiry is now nearing probably 6 trading sessions going ahead. So we have to wait and watch, and let's have a view on the basis of the derivative analysis.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Extending their southward journey for the 5th day in a row, the Indian benchmark indices entered the session with a loss of close to 1%. As we have seen, the Nifty started the session on a flattish to negative note, but it continued to remain under the pressure throughout the day, due to which we have seen a huge fall of approximately 120 points during the session. In last hour of trade, Nifty tried to recover, helped by strength was seen in banking space, but unable to recover from the day's low, and finally it ended the session at 8,400 levels with a loss of 0.82%. In this period, we have seen that for third day in a row, short positions were built up by market participants, as open interest is increased by 6% from 2 crore 19 lakhs to 2 crore 31 lakhs. Approximately 12.52 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 70 rupees from 8470 to 8400. Nifty cost of carry increased marginally by 16.67% from 9.42 to 10.99%. Also, Nifty futures premium increased marginally from 21 points to 23 odd levels. As we have seen that markets were falling, huge additions was observed in call option, due to which PCR is decreased by 4%, 3.37% from 0.89 to 0.86, which is clearly indicating that call option has added approximately 39 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has added approximately 9 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 5% from 16.30 to 17.03%. In the options activity, we have seen that as Nifty has made a low at around 8373 levels, we have seen huge additions were observed in 8400 call option. It has added approximately 186% shares in open interest, followed by 8500 and 8600 call option. On the put option side, we have seen that 8200 put option has added huge number of shares in open interest, followed by 8300 and 8400 put option. Looking at the options activity, we may feel 8600 may act as a stiff resistance going forward, and on the lower side 8300 can act as a good support. On band period front, there are two securities, one is Unitech and second is Inable Real Estate, and FIs were net sellers of approximately 600 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net buyers of 318.69 crore in index futures. They were net buyers of 490.08 crore in index options. They were net sellers of 1,293.93 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 113.43 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CVM stands at 8,600. Lower range for the market would be 8,300 and higher range would be 8,600. Currently, Singapore Nifty is down by 27 points, which is at 8385. We may see a flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Let's focus some of the trading ideas for today. First and foremost, Persistent Systems came out with very good results. The company has beat the street expectations both on PAT and margin front. Revenues were up by around 0.6% quarter on quarter to $18 million, led by IT services up by 1.7% quarter on quarter. So we recommend to go long in Persistent with a stop loss of 705 for a target of 737. Simco Limited has bagged an order. Data from Wagons Limited and Simco Limited have confirmed that Simco Limited has received an industrial license from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Government of India, manufacture defense equipments in December at the Simco unit. So we recommend to go long in Simco with a stop loss of 94.5 for target of 98.9. Century Textiles is going to spin off its cement business and merge it with KM Birla's led Ultratech in an all-share deal. So we recommend to go long in Century with stop loss of 701 for target of 736 and 750. NATCO Pharma positive development is that Teva is likely to go for an offer to acquire Mylan at $82 per share in the cash and stock. And Mylan is a distributing partner for the Copaxone drug, and Copaxone drug accounts for around half of Teva's profit. So NATCO Pharma is developing the generic form of Copaxone along with Mylan. So overall, it's a positive development for NATCO Pharma. We recommend to go long in NATCO with stop loss of 2109 for target of 2217 and 2260. On the news update, Gitanjali Group is presently undertaking consultation exercise at the group level for enabling the restructuring of its groups. It's going to merge Asmi Jewelry India Limited and Spectrum Jewelry Limited with Nakshatra Brands Limited in the offing. The India's CCI is probing the cartel allegations in 3 coal block bids, so GSPL might be in focus today. Government relaxes rules for sugar exports to the EU, and government also may hike the sugar import duty to 40%, so it's a positive development for sugar companies. Negative news for Arcom when Moody's sees Arcom as unable to repeat appreciation, so we might see a negative movement in Arcom today. Subsidy exemption to state-run oil companies may continue in FY 2016, which is mentioned by Oil Ministry. Bajaj Finance to seek shareholder note for QIP worth of rupees 1,400 crores. Bajaj Auto is planning to set up a new plant at Chakan in 2016. This is a positive development for the company. Kotak Bank, the FI limit has breached, so it's seeking the FIB not to hike its foreign holding to 55%. So if it happens, it will be sentimentally positive for the company. Symphony came out with some very stellar performance for the last quarter. The results were above expectations, both in terms of the top line as well as in margin expansion. BS Limited has bagged a power transmission order of EPC contract worth of 250 crores, which is a positive lead through for BS Limited. Results today, Yes Bank, the expected PAT is 550 crores and Rallies India, the expected PAT is 24.3 crores. Stocks on watch list for today, positive bias is SSLT and TVS Motors, and stock with negative bias for today is Petronet, DLF and HUL. Stocks for investment will continue to prefer Hero Motorcorp, Bajaj Holding, ICICI Bank, Federal Bank and State Bank of India. That's it, friends, from the Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice day.